In this tutorial, we will be configuring some cost elements and cost rules. So first, let's navigate to the Scenario tab, where we will then enter the scenario level and scroll down to Financial Elements within the Configurations accordion. The cost elements are used to define the types of costs that will be used by the model. So first, let's rename our default financial element to toll, as well as create an additional financial element, which we will name WADF for weighted average differential factor. Now that we've created those, let's save, navigate back to the Scenario tab, where we will enter the experiment level, scroll down to the financial category, and access the cost rules menu. The cost rules table allows you to set up the general business rules for the facility that dictate how deductions or credits are applied when running the optimization. So in this tutorial session, we're going to configure 3 cost rules. 2 will be applied on the inbound feeds and 1 on the outbound product. So first, let's add our cost group, which we'll simply rename to cost rules group. So now we'll add our first cost rule, which we will rename to inbound condensate truck WADF. The cost element will use our WADF. Value will be 10 Canadian dollars per meter cube. The product will be our condensate product list. The transport type will be truck. From all of the sites, with the destination site of the blending terminal. So this cost rule will apply a cost of $10 Canadian for every cubic meter delivered from all of the sites in our configuration to the blending terminal. And this is only applied to the condensate products. Now, let's make our second cost rule, which we will name inbound truck toll. So the cost element will be a toll, and the value of that toll will be 4 Canadian dollars for every cubic meter, and this will be applied to all products for the truck transport type from all of the sites to the blending terminal. So this cost rule is applying a toll of $4 for every cubic meter of any material type from all of the sites to the blending terminal. So now, let's configure our last cost rule. So we've already configured our 2 inbound cost rules. Let's configure our 1 outbound. And this will be our outbound pipe toll. So our cost element will be a toll with a value of 10 Canadian dollars for every cubic meter of all products for the transport type of pipe from the blending terminal to the pipeline. So again, this will be a toll of 10 Canadian dollars applied for every cubic meter of any product being delivered from the blending terminal to the pipeline via any pipe transportation. So now that we've configured our 3 cost rules, let's save and return to the run level, where we will access the run setup, go to our first run configuration, and for cost rules, we can now select our cost rules group with our 3 cost rules within it. Once selected, you can save your model and run it again to compare your results with the initial run that you would have completed earlier.